In the world of heavyweight boxing, few stories capture the imagination quite like the intense rivalry and dramatic rematch between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz Jr., a clash that transcended the sport and became a testament to resilience, determination, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. From the moment these two fighters were first matched up, the stage was set for a battle not just of fists, but of contrasting styles, backgrounds, and legacies. Joshua, the towering British Olympic gold medalist, known for his devastating power and disciplined approach, faced Ruiz, the scrappy, fast-handed underdog from Imperial Valley, California, whose explosive upset victory stunned the boxing world and sent shockwaves through the heavyweight division. Their first fight ended in a shock that few could have predicted, as Ruiz's aggressive inside fighting and lightning-fast combinations overwhelmed Joshua, leading to a stunning upset loss that marked one of the most memorable moments in recent boxing history. But the story did not end there. Joshua's defeat was not a final chapter, but rather a catalyst for transformation, a moment of reckoning that spurred him to re-examine every aspect of his preparation, technique, and mindset. Months of grueling training followed, as Joshua worked tirelessly to shed excess weight, improve his stamina, and sharpen his technical skills under the watchful eye of his longtime coach, Rob McCracken. The British fighter emerged leaner, more agile, and more focused than ever before, his weight dropping to a disciplined 237 pounds, a clear indicator of the dedication poured into his camp. Across the Atlantic, Ruiz prepared with his own ambitions, stepping into the ring heavier and confident, ready to defend the titles he had won. The atmosphere was electric as the two men stepped into the arena, with fans around the world tuning in to witness about that promised drama, skill, and high stakes. From the opening moments, Joshua's transformation was undeniable. Rather than charging in recklessly as in their first fight, he adopted a patient, calculated approach, utilizing his jab as a surgical weapon to control distance and disrupt Ruiz's rhythm. The jab, often underrated in its importance, became Joshua's foundation, snapping back Ruiz's head, interrupting his attacks, and frustrating the challenger's attempts to close in. Joshua's footwork was precise and purposeful. He moved fluidly around the ring, cutting off angles, maintaining optimal range, and denying Ruiz the opportunity to launch the aggressive combinations that had brought him success in the past. Ruiz, known for his speed and power in close quarters, found himself frustrated and increasingly ineffective, unable to land the heavy blows that had once defined his style. Whenever Ruiz attempted to force exchanges, Joshua's defense was a fortress. He expertly used clinches to neutralize inside fighting, slipped punches with slick head movement, and countered sharply, reinforcing his dominance round after round. As the fight progressed, the contrast in preparation and conditioning became ever clearer. Joshua's stamina allowed him to maintain a high work rate, combining precision punches with effective movement, while Ruiz's heavier frame and earlier exertions began to take a toll, slowing his footwork and diminishing his output. Even when Ruiz landed shots, Joshua absorbed them with resilience, quickly resetting his focus and maintaining the tactical game plan that prioritized control over aggression. The rounds unfolded as a demonstration of boxing intelligence, where Joshua's patience and discipline allowed him to dictate the pace and tempo of the fight, frustrating Ruiz and limiting the challenger's opportunities to capitalize on moments of vulnerability. By the championship rounds, Joshua's confidence and control were unmistakable. He began mixing up his attacks with body shots and well-timed straight rights, further sapping Ruiz's energy and reducing his effectiveness. Ruiz made valiant attempts to mount comebacks, pressing forward with bursts of aggression, but each effort was met with calculated responses, as Joshua expertly managed the distance and countered with clean, precise shots. The crowd witnessed a masterclass in tactical boxing, a fight where raw power was subdued by technique, where strategy outshone brute strength, and where discipline ultimately triumphed over desperation. When the final bell rang, signaling the end of 12 grueling rounds, the unanimous decision in favor of Anthony Joshua was met with widespread acclaim and relief. The victory was more than a reclaiming of the WBA, IBF, WBO, and IBO heavyweight titles. It was a reaffirmation of Joshua's greatness and a powerful statement about resilience in the face of adversity. Joshua had shown that defeat was not final, that true champions learn, adapt, and come back stronger. His journey from the shock of loss to triumphant redemption inspired fans and fighters alike, proving that greatness is forged in the crucible of challenge, and that the measure of a champion lies not just in victories, but in how one rises after falling. As the belts were returned to Britain and the cheers of the crowd echoed through the arena, Anthony Joshua's legacy was not only restored but elevated. No longer merely a powerful puncher or Olympic gold medalist, he had evolved into a masterful, intelligent boxer capable of executing complex strategies and overcoming the toughest challenges. This night marked a defining moment, a story of redemption, growth, and triumph that will be remembered as a pivotal chapter in the storied history of heavyweight boxing. Anthony Joshua had not only reclaimed his titles, but had proven to the world that his era in the heavyweight division was far from over, setting the stage